So another prediction I got right yesterday, Mario. The Bills beat the 49ers 34-24 in Arizona. Remember, the 49ers aren't playing in San Francisco right now due to COVID. Um, this is the second home game. This is the second Monday night game the Bills have won since 2000. Did I say? What I said 1-8 yesterday, right, Mario? Was that's what it was, right? I said 1-8, something like that. Yeah. So now they're 2-8 on Monday Night Football since 2000. This was a pretty high scoring game, but the Bills ended up coming out on top. Mario, I'll chip it to you. I'll let you know what you think.
Yeah, so one factor I was going to point to was I said it was going to come down to Diggs versus Sherman, and I think Sherman could lock down Diggs. Not that I was wrong about that. What interests me was they put Jason Vera on Stephon Diggs.
Mhm.
And when I looked at it, I was like, this is going to be interesting because like now he's got more breathing room, and I see Diggs, and he lit Jason Vera up. Like Jason Vera, I remember one route he went in and he came back out and he tripped him up. And then the guy went to go Vera went to go tackle him and he spun and he missed the tackle. I'm like, oh my God, Diggs did him so dirty. But then you look at the other side with Sherman, right? And he's going up against Cole Beasley. And Cole Beasley had himself a night, bro.
Yeah, he did. Speaking of that, he did have himself in the 9 receptions, 130 yards, a touchdown. It's pretty solid if you ask me.
Right. And one of those touchdowns Sherman let go of because they went to the end zone and Cole Beasley did a curl and Sherman couldn't react in time.
Right.
But
And
here's one play. Here's the one play that impressed me the most. It was a play. There was Sherman and another corner, and there were two wide receivers aligned. Right. Corner goes like actually it was Sherman. There was a line, and I think it was like a linebacker or something. One wide receiver goes like this, and the other receiver goes straight. Okay. Sherman sees the guy go like this, right? He takes the guy who turns. When he took the guy who turns, the dude straight was wide open. He took it too early. The dude was open. By the time he turned around, the guy was gone. And I'm gonna be honest, Sherman had himself a poor night.
yeah, he
He had
did.
himself a poor night. They beat
Yeah,
that
he did.
Bills offense, that Bills wide receivers. They beat him up. Josh Allen threw some nice throws on him. Knew when he was being exposed and threw it on him. He had one holding penalty against Stephon Diggs because Stephon Diggs was about to burn him. And Sherman's one of the best corners when healthy, no doubt about it. But he just had himself a tough night. And it looked like at a time the Niners were going to come back and catch up. And then Nick Mullins threw that pick in the end zone and basically sealed their fate.
Yeah, right. And both offenses weren't bad. They actually impressed. Josh Allen impressed. He had 32 for 40, completion attempts, 375 yards, 4 touchdowns. That's huge. He did fumble the ball twice though, so I think that might cost him a player of the week overall. Baker Mayfield say. I think that's what those two. I think those two fumbles are going to cost him that. And Baker Mayfield, I think, just had a better game overall. Like I said, Cole Beasley had 9 receptions, 130 yards, a touchdown. Stephon Diggs had 10 receptions for 92 yards. Aside from those three, the offense wasn't flashy, but they did their thing. Gabriel Davis had a touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie had a touchdown, and same thing with Dawson Knox. He had a touchdown as well. The defense came in clutch though. Taron Johnson had 3 tackles and a tackle for loss. Baron Butler had a tackle for loss. Levi Wallace had 7 tackles. Uh, Mika Hyde though, he came in clutch. He had six tackles, 1 interception that went 33 yards, and a pass defended. AJ Klein and Tre'Davious White also had a pass defended, but also Tre'Davious White had 3 tackles and an interception. So the defense, it wasn't like flashy, but they did their part and they did their part relatively well. As for the 49ers, Nick Mullins had 26 for 39 completion attempts, 360 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. So, I mean, it's pretty solid aside from those 2 interceptions, of course. And one of those interceptions, like you said, sealed the fate for the 49ers. Brandon Ayuk had 5 receptions, 95 yards, and a touchdown. Uh, Jordan Reed and Kyle Chusik. Did I say that right? I think I said.
Use check.
Oh, so like a use check. Okay, so they both had a touchdown. Uh, Dante Johnson had 6 tackles and a pass defended. Jason Barrett, he had 11 tackles and a pass defended. 11 tackles is big for one game. Kevin Givens had a tackle for loss and the pass defended, and both Kerry Hyder and Deion Jordan both had a tackle for loss. So I mean, both defenses played relatively well. I think, like I said about the football team and Steelers game, it just really came down to who had the better offense, and the Bills just proved to have the better offense. I mean, Josh Allen and Cole Beasley balled out, Stephon Diggs making magic on offense like he usually does. And I don't know what else to say, man. I didn't think, I thought it was going to be a lot closer than what everybody thought, but the Bills obviously didn't make it close. They won by 10. And good congratulations for them. As for the 49ers, they're 5-7 now. They're still dealing with a lot, a lot of those injuries to George Kittle, Nick Bosa, Jimmy G. So they're still dented a little, but they got to get to the drawing board and figure something out. But yeah, congratulations to the Bills. They improved to 9-3. And as for the 49ers, get back to the drawing board.